guys, another episode of Beyond Daily, and it's the 1st of September. But I want to remind you, check out some of the interviews we dropped on the channel. We dropped a new one of Sulek and also the Phil Heath exclusive. You definitely want to check out the Phil Heath one. He talks Kai Green, he talks Samson, he talks Derek, he talks Hardy, does he talk about Keon? You need to check it out. But also, he explains what needs to happen for him to get back on stage. Okay, we go straight into the weekend show, and this is Marta, coached by LRF. LRF, who is the leader when it comes to most IFBB Pro Cards won by a UK coach. And Marta, she took a class win and just missed out on the overall title. Now, when I say overall title, there were 3 Pro Cards up for grabs at the Amateur Olympia. So well done to you, Marta. Over to Daniel, very tough class, beat about 17, 18 competitors. Daniel took 5th in his class, so we hope to see him go again. I'm not sure which show will be going next, but no doubt Martin Winston will have a plan for him. Also, a shout out to top 5 finisher Andrea, who placed at the Amateur Olympia in Romania. Well done to yourself. I believe that was your 2nd ever pro qualifier. So we go straight into the IFBB Pro prospects from the UK, and this is everyone's favorite ginger, is Josh. Now, Josh is lining up some shows, I think maybe towards next month. I need to double check for him which show he is lining up, but take nothing away, and I've already featured him in the past. He is definitely a hot prospect for the UK with Sas Harate in his corner. Yes, Sas is preparing for Olympia, but he's going to make sure he gets that trademark condition on Josh. So Josh is definitely one of my hot prospects for the 2025 season for UK amateurs. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of Josh's potential? Could he go all the way and secure IFBB Pro status and be another UK Amateur Open bodybuilder to achieve that status in 2025? Let me know in the comments below. Another guy who nobody should be sleeping on. I've seen this guy firsthand at the Derby Ultraflex gym. Well, I used to live in Derby. Now I don't live there anymore. I've left Derby. But anyway, JHarrison, unbelievable size. I remember seeing him in the gym thinking, that can't be Cuba. Yeah, I mean, look, we got similarities, maybe facially. But JHarrison, absolutely massive dude. Grainy. When I say grainy, he comes in condition. Coached by Christian. Do check him out. This guy is no joke, and he has to be a serious, I'm going to say one more time, just to emphasize it, serious contender for status. Now, I've got to drop this. I had to drop this, but I saw this on Sam Sulek's latest YouTube video. He's training back with none other than Jack Eagles, and they're going through some poses. And you know what? This does really kind of show maybe how much work Sam still needs to put in to achieve a physique that is going to be, I don't want to say pro-worthy. I'm talking about competitive in the pro ranks. We saw Jack secure some good results over in the US, and we expect to see Jack even bigger and better than ever in 2026. But like I said, with Sam Sulek in previous videos, I'm believing that he will be making his pro debut in the classic physique at the Prague show later this year. That's not been announced. That's a rumor. But like I said, I've dropped this quite a few times already this year. And we're waiting to see any updates from Jack. Probably won't come until next year about what his plans are for 2026. But he did say that he will be targeting a number of shows. And I imagine they'll still be over the US. But what are your thoughts seeing Sam Sulek in some of these poses next to Jack Eagles? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you think of the differences between the two guys right there as they're going through some of their back poses after a back day following the last day of a gym lift event.
So I think, and I told Matt and I told Jay, I'm like, they'd have to pay me to come back. And I know they won't pay. So as that time goes, I get older and less interested. Overall, it would definitely take for me to get off this couch, you gotta come with a bag and say, Bill, you want to do this for a living? We're going to make you an offer you can't refuse. I'd look to my wife and say, you think that's enough? And we'd have a conversation.
There you go, guys. Phil Heath states, this is what it's going to take to get the gift, to get the 7-time Olympia champion Phil Heath Mr. Saturday Night back on stage one last time. And he stated that if he feels that the Olympia, whichever show in fact, it could be Dubai, it could be a new show in Saudi Arabia, it could be the Masters Olympia, whichever show comes back with a bag, with amount of money that actually makes him think, you know what, this is a discussion for me and my wife, and they agree that, you know what, that is an offer I can't refuse, but I will come back and do another show. But if you watch the full interview, he does explain the fact that he has businesses. The older he gets, the less interested he is about coming back one more time. He said that there has been some conversations in the past, but they've never come back offering the amount of money that he is required, that he wants to come back for one last fight, for one last round against the current crop of competitors. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think we'll ever see Phil Heath back one more time? Or even, you know what, an even better question, how much money will it take to get Phil Heath back? And is the Dubai Pro Show the only show that could actually offer a substantial amount to get Phil Heath back one more time? Is it $1 million? Is it $2 million? Is it $5 million? Imagine if you're charging $50 for a pay-per-view, how many pay-per-view sales would Phil Heath generate? Could you potentially get your money back or even half your money back? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below.
Here, before I retire, before I stop this whole thing, I do want to do at least one open show. So I'm not, you know, it's still going to be an option for me. It's still going to be something on the cards at the very end.
We've had, in the past week, announced he's moving to the Open. We've had Ramon Dino confirm that he will be moving to the Open one day. And you know what? Wesley Vissers has dropped an update stating that he will not be moving to the Open anytime soon. However, he will be doing an open show, at least one open show, before he hangs up his trunks. And you know what? I'm not surprised. If you watch his full video on his channel, he does explain that he's not prepared to put on the necessary size for him to be a competitive open bodybuilder. But at the same time, I imagine he's got his eyes on his current competition with the 3rd place in the world, leaving the scene, with people like Ramon Dino talking about one day leaving the classic physique scene. There's been conversation about Mike Summerfield one day moving on. Could that give the opening for Wesley Vissers to then take over and step in, as long as he remains in the classic division and he makes the improvements that's been told upon him, which has been predominantly around the lower half? So what do you think? Do you think this is a good decision, a good move for Wesley Vissers to stay in the classic physique division and not move to Open? Talk about the Open, but only towards the end of your career. Let me know in the comments below. I'm really keen to hear what you guys think. One guy who has a very, very bright future in classic physique, and that's Andrea. Now, I've got an interview with him dropping, I believe it'll be tomorrow. So that's Tuesday, the 2nd of September. And this guy is literally no joke. He talks about having a lot of pressure and expectation from the bodybuilding community. But this is a young kid who has everything. He's only going for a top 15 finish at the Olympia this year. He's got 2 shows before the Olympia kicks off. But this guy has all the potential in the world to be a big star in the classic physique division. And talking about big stars, this is 21-year-old Camilo from Colombia, and he competed in Spain on the weekend to not only secure a regional win but also an overall win. And this guy has to be the hottest prospect in amateur bodybuilding around the world, global. 21, and you know what, this guy has so many positive comments from Milos, Flex Lewis. Everyone is taking notice that this guy is something very, very special. Only 4,000 followers, and that is gonna skyrocket because this guy is something special. 21 years old, and from what we understand, he'll be doing the pro qualifier in Italy in October, and if he gets his pro card, he will make his debut in the pro show later that month. How about this? 93 years young. I repeat, 93 years young. One more time for the guys in the back, 93. James Arlington, who's already got the world record for the oldest active bodybuilder. That's in Guinness Book of World Records. He came back at the World Championships this weekend and put on a show. 93 years old, 93 years young, however you want to spin it. It's nothing but incredible to see this man on stage. I wish I was there to hear the crowd. I imagine the crowd was going absolutely mental. This video is by Gilco Productions, but do check out the full video. I got it on my channel. It's on all channels because everybody was covering this because it's so unique. Because you'll see something like this, someone in their 90s to step on stage, competing, look him dancing, he's enjoying himself. So well done to yourself, James. Well done for continuing to love the sport of bodybuilding. Guys, isn't this beautiful to see? I want to add some context to this. This is at a muscle contest show this weekend just gone. On your right is a fella called Pitchu. And on his left is his father, Nakamura. Nakamura is his Instagram handle, so I don't know if that's officially his name. But Pitchu was competing at the muscle contest show, performing his his posing routine. This isn't guest posing, he's a competitive bodybuilder. His father also joined him on stage to perform the posing routine simultaneously. And isn't this absolutely beautiful to see? A father-son moment on stage, his father joined his son as he competes at the muscle contest show. He wanted to secure the win. Some people may think, you know what, is he taking something away from him? No, come on. You can see Pitchu's physique. You can see the condition. You can see the shape. It's taking nothing away. It's just a beautiful moment between father and son doing something that they both absolutely love. And what it looks like when we love is the art of bodybuilding, the art of presentation. Look how they do this together. Clearly, they have worked together on this routine. On the weekend just gone was also the North American Championships, and well done to Rachel, who secured 2 IFBB Pro Cards. But take note to her left foot. What is that? Yes, guys, she had a broken foot. That's right, a broken foot. And you know what? She still stepped on stage. She still presented her physique brilliantly, and she secured IFBB Pro status. IFBB Pro status with a broken foot. Very well done to yourself. I have talked about this kid in the past. This is Tubara, 22 years old, from Angola. And this is really Angola's next big thing. 22 years old. He's done his amateur NPC show. Got the win in junior bodybuilding. Got the win in classic physique. This guy has so much potential. Do check him out on his channel. Incredible talent. And you know what? There's a channel called Growth TV. And we've done a few video segments on this fella. And you see his background of where he trains. This is very medieval gym in Angola with rocks. It's not a real gym. There is no roof. So do check it out. It's absolutely incredible. 22 years old. Do check him out. Guys, as always, I always appreciate your support. I always appreciate the views. And one thing I've seen as well is when we do get some views, it'll be amazing to see if those views then become likes on the post as well. That become comments on the post and become new subscribers. We're only going up by 10 new subscribers a day. But it'd be great if I increased to maybe 20 and then one day 30. So any support is always appreciated.